Hi, good morning. Yesterday we've made a new project, ArcoLinux Calamares installer, or ALCI. We only require Calamares, the configuration for it, and the ISO, the how to build things, the repo, and the package builds is the configuration of Calamares itself. This is just for the when you choose the keyboards in Calamares and the make init CPIO open swap. That's all we need, that's all we use. And I've added, I think after the last video, I've deleted the etc sddm.conf, we forgot, so it should be a clean ArcoLinux installation after booting up. So I want to try it again this morning after the little changes I've made. So it's like 0.01% of change to the ISO. But it's fun, right? It gives you the freedom to do whatever you like. So let's see if I still have the right place where everything is downloaded. So Arco ALCI, we have the ISO out. That's the last one of yesterday, 10 o'clock yesterday. That might be true. And we boot it up. It's gonna look like ArcoLinux, but it has a helper. It has Calamares on it, and it's gonna get the original Arch ISO readling things plus some more on the system, and we've used i3 for it. It's not too much, I think it's 2 packages, i3 caps and i3 status, so this is i3 status. That's all it is, but bam, we got a desktop and we remove it afterwards. So we go for next, and what I want to do this morning is, well, we start with an ArcoLinux installation, so that's this. It uses Calamares, but then later on there are 2 things I can do. Yeah, difficult password, or you won't be happy. Voila. If you got a black screen later on, if you go to ArcoLinuxD.com and you see phase 1 and phase 2, we've skipped all that. We are straight into phase 3. Do you want to have Xorg server, Xorg apps? Yeah. Do you want to have drivers? Maybe. NVIDIA, ATI? Maybe. AMD. Do you need a desktop, a tiling window manager, or a desktop? Okay, another choice. So now it's making up decisions what to put on your machine after this installation. One way of going is go to github.com, ArcoLinuxD, and get scripts, download them, change them, put them on your GitHub. So you have Brave as a Firefox replacement or something else. Editors is also something very personal. Put on your machine, your operating system, the applications you like and love. It's a workflow thing, it's personal. Or we get the tweak tool in. We install our desktops that way. That's another possibility. We get the ArcoLinux configurations in. We get the repos in. We can get repos from anywhere in. Basically, we are free to add packages from EndeavourOS, from KOS, as long as we have access to their repo. So we're gonna have access to the repos of ArcoLinux. It's all about building blocks and about packages. Sources, of course, you trust. So nothing has been, the goal of the ALCI is really an ArcoLinux thing. So there is no SDDM, there is no Xorg, there is no Mate or anything like it. So it's all still very much up to me. And you choose, well, first of all, let's follow chronologically. When you boot up, it's Xorg you need. You want to have something visual. So that's the first thing. That's a decision. Next decision is, do you want LightDM? You want SDDM? I'm gonna take SDDM this time. It's not gonna look nice, but we can change SDDM later if we want. What else? Do I need a already a desktop, because it's not that difficult. You just do arch wiki mate and you read what to install. Or you download our cheat sheet from ArcoLinux.info, print it out, put it next to you. Voila, we've got XFCE4 and we have XFCE4 goodies. I've done that in another video. So let's do another system. Let's do, for instance, Cinnamon. Okay. So something graphical, something to log in, and a desktop to log in to. And one of the videos I forgot to create XFC. You can't log into something. LightDM is there, SDDM is there, but there's nothing behind it. So you need to have something behind it. So Cinnamon it is, just a choice. Ooh, difficult password. Enter, enter, enter. And it's great, right? It's the thing we love about ArcoLinux. It's so fast with one word. Cinnamon, boom, you got a desktop, and then it keeps on playing with wallpapers and icons and cursors and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets a little bit more difficult, more technical, putting up Samba, printing. So we'll boot into something graphical. That's already something. Then we can decide even more and get ArcoLinux packages in. So it's a good test for the Spices tool we deliver for any Arch Linux system out there. It's all about freedom again, and again. All right, it's important for us. Systemctl enable. I forgot the sudo, but let's do it like this. Then you get this, no problem. I have trouble with my password. I'm not used to typing that password. Voila, created symlink. That's the line you need to have. Created symlink. If anything else is there, like failed, type -f behind it. Sudo reboot long term, because SR is not in the aliases, nor is up all or update or any of our stuff. It's still Arch Linux version installation, but not anymore. We got Cinnamon. Ooh. So this is what I mean. Not particularly beautiful, but it does the job. We're in. We always get this message, so don't worry about that. And here we have beautiful icons. I know, sarcastically. But we have a system. But I don't think we have a browser. Let's go and look for a browser. Internet. LFTP, okay. Ctrl-T is a keyboard shortcut, it doesn't know. Super Enter is a keyboard shortcut, it doesn't know. Do I have a terminal? Because I've deleted xterm from the system, which means I have to go to the TTY. So it might be interesting to put on the ISO a terminal, right? Because there is at this point in time no terminal. This is as bare as it can get. It's all about choices. For me, it's no problem not having a terminal, because we have a big terminal. We do. Not here, not graphical. There's nothing here. But this is virtual machine, otherwise it's Ctrl-Alt-F2, F3. Virtual machine is right control, F3, F4, F2, one of those. And this is the biggest terminal you can get. It's a TTY. Teletypewriter, I think it's something like that. And here I will install my Firefox. So I'm going to keep it like this without any terminal in the graphical environment. You have to think about it. No, again. This time a bit slower. Hate to type slow. 500 megabytes for Firefox. That's what you notice when you're on a clean installation, because later on other packages will need those dependencies as well, but it will seem that I don't need it because you got it already, right? So this is Firefox. Right control F1. I'm back. Question is, will it recognize Firefox? Yes, it will. Then we go to ArcoLinux.info. Completely new look. Downloads, what ISO to choose, download cheat sheet, download ArcoLinux Spices apps, that's it. Download. Save. What do I need to do? I need to install this thing. Okay. With a U. Where is my download? In download. This is not file manager, this is making everything small. This is the file manager. And here it is. Right mouse click. Is it working? No. So it's depending on GNOME terminal. So if you want it, you install it. I guess I still need a terminal. So Control F3. We're back to the TTY. And sudo pacman -s GNOME terminal. You'll say, Eric, what are you doing? You're installing GNOME stuff in Cinnamon. Yeah. It uses that. Okay, Control F1. I'm back. Right mouse click, open in a terminal. And then we do a sudo pacman -u ArcoLinux Spices from and the default password goes in. Right, ArcoLinux Spices, there is the spices. And then we have these things to run. Depending on where you live, you either need to run this thing or not. I know I have to run it. So clicking passwords Eric. Voila, I need to run it. And when it ends with these hashtags, you know you're at the end of the script, because basically this is a graphical user interface, a GUI, that is running scripts. The scripts we used to have on ArcoLinux D. Add and trust ArcoLinux keys, takes a while. Okay, click. So we're making it more an ArcoLinux by doing this, or more an Endeavour OS, or. That's it. Hashtags. Good sign. Add ArcoLinux repos. Hashtags. Good sign. And then the bash RC. We do love our update and up all, and we are missing it when we're somewhere else. But in the bash RC there's software, right? Reflector and stuff to create RIP. So it won't work without it. So that's that. It installs all the packages we require in the bash RC. That's later on here. We do like to use all our cores when we build. It takes less time to build if we tell the system use all the cores. If you just have a dual core, right, doesn't really matter. 8 cores, 10 cores, and so on. We don't need a Polkit agent. This is a real thing. I mean, a real desktop. It's not a tiling window manager or anything. So I'm assuming it has a Polkit agent. And then we run this as a user. Go to the latest ArcoLinux bash RC. So let's first take a look at what ArcoLinux provides, which is nothing. This is it. This is the bash RC. There's just the PS1, so the look how the prompt Ctrl-T is now working, voila. Because we installed GNOME terminal, Ctrl-T is working. So this is the prompt, this is what you see. PS1 is give me the user, then an @ sign, then an H, that's the host name probably, yeah. and W is where we are, the working directory, I guess, and then that's it, and a $. And I can change it here, type something else here, maybe a little arrow or something. Well, anyway, you can change these things. You can Google that. But the Bash RC, Google that. He's responding my Google machine here. Shut down. Okay. So the Bash RC will be changed as of now. Boom. Get the latest SRC. The Bash RC is not overwritten. You got an old one. So if you're on a working system and you have lots of things in your Bash RC, it's gonna be in here. But ours that's gonna work is in here. All the stuff we like and love is in here. Mirror is there, YouTube downloads are there, RIP is there. The only thing is, I think if you do Control T and you type RIP, oh, awesome, I thought about it. So it's working immediately. Up all, yeah, it's gonna work immediately. So I sourced basically also the Bash RC. So that's it. Brill TTY is there also. Just got the update in on my other machine. So now we have a Arco machine basically. Control T, let me show that again. Up all. Nope, password. There's one thing that's different, and maybe it's not a bad thing that it's different. So we still know what's going on. The ArcoLinux is at the bottom. We have changed them to the top. So voila, but that's the only thing. It means that first a package X is found in core, it will be used, and if the package X is also an ArcoLinux repo, it will never be used because its core takes preference over all the others. So it's going down, that important. An ALCI repo is here as well. Well, actually we can pretty much get rid of that because ALC repo contains Calamares, the Calamares config, and all packages for the installation. So basically go in etc-pacman.conf, delete the line of ALC repo, it's not required anymore. Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux, yes please. Let's do that again. Control C. Sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux. 157 packages. Voila. You choose the blocks you like. You like the Plank, install Plank themes and Plank. And why not, as we discussed later earlier on, the tweak tool. You love the tweak tool, install the tweak tool. And that's it. Tweak. Tweak, 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 tweak. Passwords. Wrong password. Yep. I could have started all of this with the git clone of github.com ArcoLinux. I could have done that as well. It's so much fun to do, whatever you like. All these guys are a possibility just by clicking install. Let's count how many seconds it takes to install. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. We've got awesome. We should log out, and log out is this little sign. Yep. Log out. Where is it? Up here. We've got awesome. And there we are. Ctrl T is termite, right? No termite installed. Keyboard shortcut won't work. Super Shift Enter is Tunar. Tunar is installed. We thought about it. Is the custom installed as well? So the specific configuration for this is not installed. So the custom actions, the workflow that I like, right mouse click and all the elements that it has, is not installed. We try to keep it as minimal as possible. Logout is installed. SuperX is installed. Logout, back to Cinnamon. Now, I want to experiment something just for me, so now it gets blurry. SDDM is installed. I hate the look from SDDM. GDM is beautiful out of the, it's just black. Nothing can go wrong with a black screen, ever. But can we install, Ctrl-Alt-T, can we install the other guy? But I'm afraid it will cost me. So we've got the sugar candy thing, so that's good. We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. So that's already on our system. So that's just, boom, it's installed. By the way, we don't have an AOR helper yet. So maybe we just install the new one in town, Paru. And there we go. But what was I thinking? SDDM, sugar candy, is installed, but it's not used. The settings are not there. And this is what I think is something will happen here. When I do SDDM KCM, it's built SDDM for Plasma. So if you want to set things with a, voila, if you want to set things with SDDM as changing the theme, I'm afraid it's gonna cost you a lot of K stuff. K Windows system is there as well. Now, like I said, you can just hold on, and change it manually, which is not, of course, well, interesting for a beginner, but which is possible. So etc SDDM, nothing is here. There is no file of sddm.conf, but we can put one there. The question is, where is it? We don't have PAMAC to go look for it. So no. I believe there is some kind of command I'm never using. Something like that. I thought was not found. Well, SDDM. It's not a group. I need to find the elements, the files that it contains. Everything's on my computer. I'm just lazy. Man SDDM. Oh, sorry. Man Pacman, of course. Man Pacman. Make it big and read. So in S sometimes you have as well. So inside up database in query is the first thing I would have looked, but in S you'll find something too. Here is query. Query is changelog dependencies, explicit groups, info, check, list. List all files owned by a given package. You see the L thing there. Okay. So what I want to do is sudo pacman -q list everything from SDDM. Voila. I need to know where the configuration file is. Flags. Who cares about flags? So that's not it. I need the conf file. Here is a conf file. Here is another one. Don't like the directory where it's in, but it might be true that it's that one. So we have pamd, okay, bin, SDDM, SDDM greeter, SDDM helper. Okay, so gotta be this one. libsys users DC, and we'll have a look if that's the file. Gonna go over it again. All themes. So user libsys users. Okay. Copy me, sudo copy me, user lib sys users, and then we have all that, sdm.conf to etc. Boom. Now it's here. Now it's here. SDD, there it is. I don't have an editor yet. You know, my choice is Sublime Text. And since that the repos are there, boom, it's installed. Otherwise it's AOR, and it's Paru or Yay or Trizen or any of the other AOR helpers, and you open it up. So it says something wrong. So I guess this is not a file. This is not a file. Okay, let's Google it. I hate to Google it. ArchWiki SDDM. Where's the file again? Control find conf. Next one. Next one. It's in SDDM default conf. Alright, so we must have skipped it. That's where it is. User lib SDDM. User lib SDDM. So this is the wrong file. User lib. So this thing, this line is wrong. User lib SDDM. SDDM.conf default conf. That's why we didn't find it. We needed a default conf, not an SDDM conf. So etc, and let's overwrite the one we have. SDDM.conf. Enter. So that's it. Right, that's the one we need. Now, how is this thing called? We've added something new to the themes. So let's do a user cd user lib and then SDDM in here. What do we have? We only have that. ls, what we have, we only have that. So now we need to have the themes. So it's gonna be probably in the user share SDDM. Let's go in there. We have the themes, okay, ls sugar candy. That's how it's called, sugar candy. So where are the themes? Control find theme. There it is. Current is nothing. Current is sugar theme. No typos allowed, right? It needs to be exactly the way it says here. Sugar candy with an hyphen, sugar candy, capital letters, it all matters. And it's candy, Eric, sugar candy, not sugar theme. Save. It's gonna ask me my difficult password. And then we're gonna reboot and not log out, reboot, restart, and see another welcome screen. And we can keep on playing with it. It is really a tool for tools for boys, right? And here we have the session we can choose somewhere. Suspend, reboot. It takes a while, yeah, true. So awesome, Cinnamon. Let's go back into Cinnamon. So I can keep on going, of course, but the video is already 13 minutes, and I think that's a bit my time to say goodbye always. But it's so much to do yet, right? There's so much to do. Control-Alt-T. We have Paru. Icons. What are we going to install? What icons are we going to install? So Paru is going to... Yeah, the numbering is different. Somebody said it on Discord. There is a configuration file somewhere in etc, I think it was, where you can set maybe some things in file system. I'm learning myself. etc. Is Paru in here? It is. And then we go for PJ fetch devel provides bottom up, probably bottom up, going to be reverse order. So first number 1 and number 2, like yay is, remove make, sudo loop, use ask. You have to Google all that. I don't know what it is. But I do guess, educated guess, that if I change it to bottom up, things will be different. So remember, 358 is where we stopped. And now I'm gonna do the same. Now I have 1, 2, 3, and it's more yay-like. Papyrus icons, for example. Suru, theme icons, Papyrus Git is number 5. Papyrus folders Nordic, I've never tried that. So let's do something new. 6 is Papyrus folders Nordic. It's fun. This is fun. I can see the package build. I'm interested in package builds. Just reading it while we wait anyway. Prepare, build, and package. That's our recipe. But there's a problem with it. So, no go. We have to do something else. Theme icons, Papyrus number 5. Let's try that one. Oh no, why is it cloning Umox? It's gonna use Umox to install stuff. Now we're experimenting and just making the video longer. Once you're at it, and as I hope we contribute or we inspire you or the passion becomes bigger, is because, hey, this is addictive. We can't stop now. We want to make this system beautiful. This is our system. Once everything is working and the drivers are fixed and the internet is working and all that aside, right? If all that is working, you can have some fun. So all these things are not working. So I just, if you want them, go to the AOR website and flag them out of date, or check out first the comments on it. If there are solutions, if the problem persists, well, flag them out of date, because hey, we can't do anything anyway if we don't have anything. So guys, let me go to my Sardi icons now, surfing icons. I'm gonna go to surfing icons. I went up with a nice wallpaper and a nice icon. Theme. So go up here, effects, solution, themes. What do we have? The dark and the white is actually not bad if it's there. So kind of love, let's take something different, not always the same thing. So we're now looking at this kind of look. Let's go to our home. This is the look we have. All right. Then we can go for dark. Often I do that. Yep, it will be that. Just cinnamon there. Look at that. You either like it, you dislike it. It is just what it is. Nothing more to do. I have to install more. Simple as that. I actually liked it like this also. It's white, yeah, I know. Change desktop background. There's just one, is it? Wait. Acrylic. Painting. This one is also a nice one. How would it be to be a bird? So I'll just go quickly through all the things. Now remember, we've installed Awesome. That's why we have the ArcoLinux Better lock screen. ArcoLinux Spices and the tweak tool. Compton is necessary for Awesome. Well, Picam, Compton. Don't click on it. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't need to do anything here. But it is Cinnamon. It finds an application and shows it. But we hide these things in ArcoLinux. Otherwise people will say, hey, it's not working. It's supposed not to work. Voila. F12 is not there. Or XFC, no keyboard shortcuts. Our keyboard shortcuts are there. Unless you go to Awesome. In Cinnamon, we don't have them. They are in the dconf. And you didn't copy paste or you didn't install ArcoLinux Cinnamon dconf. So, no keyboard shortcuts. That's up to you. But that's the point, right? This is a very virgin ArcoLinux thing. Yes, we've put in some stuff from ArcoLinux, but it is still very limited. Let's end with that. Sudo pacman -remove anything ArcoLinux. That's what we have. We have Awesome, better lock screen to lock it, local XFC forkit. So we need to scal this thing. It's the etc scal reboot to have it in Tunar. Probably gonna be fixed by now. Let's have a look. Did we reboot? I think we rebooted them. No, we should reboot, and then the custom action keys are there. Mirror list, yeah, we need that to log out. Mirror list spin-offs. The spices can go now, everything is done. Tweak tool, yeah, you want it or not. Wallpapers, yeah, and delete that. And XFC, that's for Tunar. So elements that we need. Oh no, that's for Awesome. That's because we installed Awesome. So we have 5 elements, and spices can go. Don't need it anymore. And the rest is for Awesome. All right, guys. Explore the world. ArcoLinux is beautiful with all the possibilities it gives us. I hope you like the new project. So the ArcoLinux Calamares installer, ALCI, and play around with it and have fun. Cheers.